I will just start by saying thank you so much for showing up. And I might echo a few things that I have already said prior to recording, but I really feel like this is such an important time for us to join together. We are all, as individuals, so powerful, and many of us have come here specifically to share the light, be the light, expand the light frequency on this planet for this time. So we're doing it in a more active way, in a more conscious way, and we're joining together because the energy of us gathering together expands that, it multiplies it. So it's so much more powerful when we are able to join together in our light. And you all have so much medicine, so much ability and capability and light within you that it's really, I feel like we need to utilize this even more. There are so many people who feel like they feel called to be part in a bigger and take a bigger role in this awakening, but sometimes we don't have the confidence, the know-how, the tools, the awareness of how to really be part of it. And so it's my dog. And so I just really want to honor everyone that's on here and know that I see you in your power, and I see you in your ability to bring light and bring healing for the earth. It's not just for the people who have appointed themselves as healers in this lifetime, or who have taken, a different role in terms of, like an alternative role. This is really everybody. And if you're feeling the call, then especially you. So I'm so grateful that you decided to show up, that you decided to be here and be present and share and contribute your light. As I mentioned before, it is such a potent time. So everything that we do with consciousness right now is like times 100. So thank you on this new moon that we've been called to gather, that we have been able to gather. The new moon is the darkest time of the month, quite literally. There's the least amount of light in the sky at night, and oftentimes that reflects in us, usually our own fears, our shadow emotions, shadow experiences are coming to light. Not for everybody. For some people, you might have had great energy and great awareness and blissed out days. That's fine too. But the new moon is usually the time where these darker, lower frequency emotions are coming up and out. These vibrations, arguments, anything, any of it. And all of it. So this is usually the time. So I think it's really great that we are gathering here on the new moon. And collectively, again, we're going through so much shadow right now. And she's just all over the place right now. And so what the call was for me personally was to gather the light warriors, and the words that were used, the terms that were used, was to flood the matrix with light. So the matrix is the grid of consciousness. If you can imagine kind of a web all around the earth, and this matrix it runs the notion that we are separate. It's the illusion that people refer to. And so there are both dark and light, shadow and light energies, and collectively we can remember, and as we remember, we strengthen our own light. So even though I've already mentioned that this is specifically to give, this isn't about receiving, this isn't about developing, this is about, I know I'm here, in whatever area of my body I'm holding light, I'm going to offer from my unlimited supply. It's not like I'm giving the only light I have. I'm allowing that to come through from an infinite source that's able to flood through me and out. And the reason why it comes through us is because we are the one that has the awareness. So that's what makes it so. It's just through our awareness that we're able to expand that out. So, yeah, we're just going to come forward with that. And sorry, I just really want to get clear. Let's all just take a moment. Actually, if you can close your eyes. If you're in a place where you can't, then please don't. And just really focus on your breath. Inhaling. You can inhale right up to your third eye. So you imagine your breath is coming up to your third eye. And as you exhale, you allow that energy to drop down into your body. Inhale, draw it up to your third eye. Exhale, it draws all the way right down your spinal column, down to your root chakra. So you're like your pelvic floor, perineum area. Inhale through your nose to that third eye. Exhale, drop it all the way down. Let's do a few more like that. If you feel called to, if it resonates with you, you can place a hand over your heart or two. And what we're doing is, again, just creating this mind-body awareness. The light that we have is moving through our hearts. So you can imagine you have a little ball of light within your heart, and it can expand. Even if it's just a little spark, that's enough for what we're doing. It's enough for anything. It's enough, period. You can expand that light within your heart. I like to expand it with my breath, the same way my lungs are contracting and releasing. The light within my heart contracts as I breathe in. And so while this is an offering for humanity, for human consciousness, to help flood the matrix with light so that we may remember our sovereign divinity. We remember the light that we have within ourselves, regardless of what anybody outside tells us or may allude to the fact that we're maybe not. We can help to raise consciousness in this way by allowing that light to be present. We can sometimes, it's a powerful word to say overthrow, but really overthrow any darkness that has us believing we may be victim or that we're doomed. So we're guiding this light within us to expand, allowing it to come from an infinite source. And just by being present, just by being open, intentional about this, it is happening. So if you're not feeling anything or not sure if the light is expanding or if the light is even there, don't worry. Just make a decision that it is. That is how powerful you are. As the light expands within your heart, it collectively expands within everyone's heart because we are all connected. This is absolutely enough. If this is where you feel called to stay or if it feels very comfortable for you, please honor that. If you'd like to focus your light, shine a beam of light outward from your body out into, again, this collective field. You can imagine that web encompassing the earth. You can imagine a cloud of collective, um, a cloud representative of the collective consciousness. You can simply just flood your light out and intend for it to go where it needs to go at this time. I always imagine like this Care Bear stare from my heart of love going out. And so if you're um, imagining that as well, then they'll all meet. All of our Care Bear stares will meet in that collective area. Continue to focus on this, and I'll just speak to let you all know that we are all so very protected in this space of allowing this light. And though this is for the collective consciousness, we always receive first. The intention is not to receive, the intention is to give. But as we give light to the collective that we are a part of, we are elevating ourselves as well. And the light protects the light. So as you flood this light from your heart, know that your guides, your helpers, the cosmic beings of light are all here supporting, protecting. If you are having any thoughts at all of, am I doing this right? Just look at them and say yes. If they keep coming, just continue to look at them and keep saying yes. Collectively, we can heal the planet. It's not just one, it's all. As we continue to flood the light and allow it to move and flow through us, remember it's not your personal light to give, it's the infinite light that we all carry. as you move through this, let's also let go, break through the layer of competition and comparison that's really coming up right now. Not coming up in an individual, but as we flood the collective. Let's hold space for everyone. Let's allow ease to flow through us. This doesn't have to be a hard journey. Let's bring in as much ease as possible as we continue to allow the light to flow. Wherever you are, if you feel comfortable to, let's bring a hum to add to the light. So the hum is simply just with your lips lightly together, humming, activating, resonating that sound within your throat, like this. And as you do that, you're adding your voice. You're adding your power. I keep saying the word power is what they keep saying. It's this beautiful vibration that helps to break down barriers. Your voice is potent. Your voice is powerful. Please continue to hum as I'm saying this. Using your voice is not only opening channels within you, it's activating certain memories, it's activating certain codes within your being. And as we're flooding this light into the collective, you're reminding people in an energetic way, through energy, to raise and use their voice, to reclaim their voice. Reclaim, reclaim, reclaim. Continue sounding if you feel called. Allow the vibration to spread throughout your entire being. Notice how it can elevate that flow of love and anchor it down at the same time. It's a grounding energy by bringing us back into our bodies, but yet increasing the vibration of love that's flowing. As we continue to flood this light out of us, I really just want to thank you again for all being here, for all contributing, for all having the desire to contribute and taking action on that. I'm going to invite you now to again place a hand over your heart and bring the other hand up to your third eye. Pardon me, we're going to bring the hand that was over our heart onto our solar plexus. So one hand on the solar plexus, one hand on the third eye. And by doing this, we're just creating touch points on the body for that light that we have so much of now, that we've really drawn up. Hold on one second. That we have amplified, for the light that we have amplified. It's kind of circulating through our body. These touch points are going to help the light connect with that. So you have a deeper flow of energy from the solar plexus to your third eye, which is helping you in a remembering, if you will, of who you really are. That's the energy of the solar plexus. And the third eye is the remembering and the clarity and the higher knowing. So we're just anchoring that into ourselves. Because again, as we are part of the collective, as we shift ourselves, we shift us all. This is for you, I'm getting. This is for your personal journey as well. It's an offering of thanks. We're going to bring both hands over our hearts now. And again, creating another touch point. So may we know ourselves, may we remember the truth of our being through love. Always love. Thank you for contributing your sacred light. Thank you for showing up fully as your whole selves. Deep bows to you all. We're on this journey. So much love and gratitude for you. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Make sure to take lots of deep breaths, drink lots of water. I love you. Hold on.
Thank you.
You're welcome.